Hello, welcome to another painting of mine. For this one, it's a hooded crow that I'm painting today. I used the Ecoline liquid watercolors in black only. The crow itself will be monochromatic. And a little bit of masking fluid by Schminke. I covered up the eye already and let it dry before I started coloring the crow itself. I'm coloring wet on wet, as you can see, and I love how the liquid watercolor is feathering out. It really looks like feathers to me. I will come back in with some diluted watercolors to make this gray shades. The hooded crow is a bird. I've read that they are living in Germany as well, but I've never seen them here. The first time I've seen a hooded crow, it was actually when I traveled to Lithuania in Vilnius. And it was a beautiful park. It's a beautiful city where I had to work on a project. And somehow I got fascinated with these hooded crowds back then. They look similar but different to those I knew. They have this light chest, and in German they're actually called Nebelkrähe, and Nebel means fog, so the chest looks foggy to the Germans, I guess. Now I'm working on the eye and leaving out some highlights so it looks shiny. The whole bird is actually accidentally shiny because in one of my last paintings it was an octopus in indigo. You can see the photo on my blog. I've used golden watercolors around it, and some of these golden sparkles were left in the water container. So when I started to paint the crow, it started sparkling, like everywhere where I used the black paint, as you can see here. I'll have to wash out the water container properly for the next painting, I guess. Yeah. For this piece I used a reference. I will link it down below and also on my blog. Because I do use references for more naturalistic and real looking things. But when it comes to illustrations, I can work without, of course. I know there's a big debate on YouTube whether you could use references, but, well, I do. Here I'm adding some little details on the branch with a tiny brush. And actually the piece is almost finished. The bird itself is almost finished. What I did after was using some gold paint again, because I thought, well, if the bird is already sparkly, I could use some gold in it. I used it was a candle jar actually to draw the circle, because I couldn't find anything with a proper size. And some Kuretake Gansai Tambi starry colors for the gold. It's a nice reddish gold, and I thought it might look like the sun behind the crowd, so that's what I use. I have to say that you need to layer this gold white sometimes, or it looks very, very splotchy. it doesn't look like it when the light is shining on it, because the sparkly bits do cover this up, but if you tilt it a little bit, you can see the splotchiness in it. And I didn't like that, so I had to cover it up like 2 or 3 times. But it looks very nice afterwards, I think. Yeah. When it's finished, it's just an ordinary postcard to me. It's painted on a postcard size paper. I've bought it as a paper pack like a year ago and use it to paint custom postcards for my grandmother, actually. And it's gonna be sent like that. I will maybe finish it up with, or seal it up afterwards before sending it, because here's the finished piece. And you can see a little bit of the splotchiness in the gold. Thank you for watching.